I'm Natalie MacNeil, and you are watching She Takes on the World TV. It's your weekly dose of soaring inspiration and practical advice for your business and your life. Now, I want you to tell me if this sounds familiar. I'm way too busy. I feel so overwhelmed. Things are moving so quickly, I just don't know how I'm going to keep up with all of it. I think it's a problem that a lot of entrepreneurs run into when things actually start happening in their business. You're making these big things happen, and really, it's what you've wanted all along. And then when you get it, it starts to feel overwhelming, and it can feel like you've just got yourself on this roller coaster that's going so fast and you just can't get off of it. When things do get out of control, I want you to remember this. You always have a choice. You can always choose to slow things down. You can always choose how you are approaching the situation. You can choose to take more time to yourself and make sure that it doesn't feel like you're out of control. It is a choice that you make. Okay, so let me share a few tips with you on how you can stay in control when you feel really overwhelmed. First is that know that this happens to everybody. This has happened to me when my business has been in crazy periods of growth, and it's happened to pretty much every other successful entrepreneur that I know too. So you're definitely not alone. Next, I want you to have an attitude of gratitude for the overwhelm that you are experiencing. It's better than underwhelm, right? Who wants to be underwhelmed? You wanted to get to this point in your business. And when you do start experiencing success, the last thing you want to tell the universe is, whoa, 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 slow all of this down. I need to get off this roller coaster. I can't handle this. You don't want to be putting that message out there. Okay, next. Don't forget how powerful you really are, because in any moment you can choose to change the situation that you're in. In an interview that I did with my friend Danielle Laporte, she said anything that's on your plate got there because you put it there. So think of it like that. Everything that's on your plate is there because you said yes to it at one point. And you can just as easily stop saying yes to things that are not serving your mission. And you can choose to hire a VA to help you. You can choose to say no to some of those things that you already have committed to and just do it with grace. Do it in a way that people are going to be understanding. You always have a choice, and you can get some of those things off your plate. I also want you to remember that you're not Superwoman and you can't save the world all by yourself. You need a team and a support system behind you. So in your business, things like checking email and keeping your website and your blog up to date, those are things that you can hire somebody else to help you with using a platform like elance.com. You can actually hire help for everything from creating your blog post to helping you get your newsletter sent out. There's so many things that you can hire help for so that you can focus on what matters. You can also use a system like TaskRabbit in order to get household errands done for you when things get really crazy and you need time to just get things organized and again, focus on what matters. You get to control how you navigate your life and your business, and I have absolute faith in you that you can continue to make big things happen and steer that ship and not feel completely overwhelmed doing it. Okay, so my actionable for you this week is this. I want you to write down 3 things that you've committed yourself to that you can uncommit yourself to, with grace, of course. And I also want you to write down 3 things that feel a little overwhelming right now, but that you're actually really grateful for. And I have this lovely gratitude journal that one of my clients and friends, Debbie Auger, gave me. So thank you for that, Debbie. And I just use it to write down all of these things that I'm grateful for. And there's a lot of things in there that do feel overwhelming sometimes, but like I said, you don't want to give that signal to the universe that I can't handle this. This is way too overwhelming, because that is going to stagnate all this progress and success that you are having right now. If you liked this video, I would love for you to share it with your friends and subscribe here on YouTube. And for more great resources, soaring inspiration, and practical advice, I would love for you to come on over and subscribe at shetakesontheworld.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of She Takes on the World TV. Today, I want to share with you a topic that I've been reflecting on a lot, and that is honoring where you've come from to get to where you are today.